When you consider the format that we started with, which was a once-a-month 2-hour show, and the way that we have been able to refine this and hone it and develop a technique that you and I both feel comfortable with, because we've bounced off each other very well over the years. And I think the experience of knowing each other so well has led to this amalgam of is talent the right word? Are we talented? Gosh, I don't know.
Well, skillful at least.
Skillful at least. But it has been, as the greasers of the 50s used to say, and we baby boomers when we were just young pups, it's been a gas. It really has. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed virtually every minute, even getting through some of the glitches. And I have to admit that I still get, even after a career in broadcasting, and now I co-hosted a couple of internet shows in the years before John and I got the bug to do our own show, partly because of Joe Bonsall telling us how difficult it was to do. It's just enjoyable, and I have just enjoyed working with you and Nick the Geek, our engineer, and all the other people that we have worked with and talked to over the years. Not the least of which, of course, is the talent, the artists that we have got to at least meet audibly, even though we haven't met them all in person. We do try to get out and meet them when they're in our area if possible, but just to be able to work with them on the show here. And I can honestly say that we have had some of the nicest people as guest artists on the show. And I mean every single one. We have not had an artist that we've had bad feelings about. I mean, I've loved every single one of them. We've managed to maintain relationships with most of them. And some of them, of course, have gone by the way and are no more as a group entity or anything. But the ones we have stayed in touch with have become part of our family here on the David Bowers Awards.
And, not only
we'll always
that,
be there for them.
Yeah, not only that is the collaboration with other radio people that we've developed over the years, other people that are doing their podcasts, the folks in England, the folks up in upstate New York, and, all have been huge supporters of the David Bowers Awards. And I like to think that we've shown them the same love. It's a small community out there, folks, even though there's, thousands of podcasts out there. The really good ones, and I like to think that we are one of them, is a relatively small community, and we all support each other, and we all bounce ideas off of each other, and we always want to cross-promote each other. And I think that's also part of the spirit of Christmas that lives year-round, is just trying to do for your fellow compatriot. Do what you can, and they'll do what they can for you.
And that's what I've enjoyed about this, being able to do for the upcoming indie artists, especially, as I've told everyone that was willing to listen to me. This is a payback, pay it forward situation for me. It's a case of being able to pay back the artists whose music we played in raising a family and supporting ourselves all these years, and in turn paying it forward to the upcoming artists and giving them one more stage to display their talents on. John, you mentioned some of the family out there. I will salute Mary Perry, accredited disability representative in Rochester, New York, who underwrites the David Bowers Award on WRFZ-FM 106.3, Rochester Free Radio. And, of course, some of our friends on Rochester Free Radio, Steve Litbeck's Rock and Roll Rumble show that follows the David Bowers Award on Rochester Free Radio, Jeff Moulton's ABC Oldies Saturday evenings, and, of course, our buddy Armand Spins, who just plays some of the music you have never heard before, some really eclectic blends that really knock you out. Also, our friends at Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network, who just started carrying us a few weeks ago, and on Live 365 radio app. So check them all out. We love them all. Our next guest is up now, and these are a couple of young Texas girls who have put together an amazing following, and they're growing like wild weeds. They call themselves Wild Fire, and this is a very traditional Christmas song. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Ooh, here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, and if the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Oh, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, and if the fates allow, until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. A merry little Christmas now.
From Houston, Texas, Kayla and Kelly Lutzwig, another act that I think you're going to be hearing a lot more of. I know if you're down around Texas, you're going to hear of them, and they are growing like their name, Wildfire. Check them out. Check out all our guests and all the shows, and especially our Christmas show today, which we have enjoyed bringing you and sharing moments with you in a real old-fashioned, down-home Christmas. I want to thank Joe Bonsall and the Oak Ridge Boys for sharing that album and letting us borrow the title. And we have to unfortunately start packing it up and getting ready for next year. So that we can all enjoy Christmas, the David Bowers Awards has once again given all of our staff Christmas and New Year's weekends off. We are presenting our classic Christmas All-Star show all this Christmas season. And we have, of course, the stars and guests of previous shows. Plus, all of our past shows are available for free at www.blogtalkradio.com. And to all my friends, fans, followers, and the wonderful artists that we've had on the show, my sincere thanks for your dedication and love of the music and the artists who make it happen. To my artists and other guests, thank you for the music that you've shared that is the heartbeat of our lives. May you be equally blessed for all that you have given us. Very Merry Christmas to you. John Bon Jovial.
Okay, and a very Merry Christmas to you, sir. And Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish listeners, and Kwanza, and, anything that you happen to celebrate this holiday season. It drives me nuts, this political correctness of Happy Holidays. No, I'm sorry. It's Merry Christmas. It's Happy Hanukkah. It's Joyous Kwanza.
We have holidays all through the year.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to wish happy holidays, okay, have a year full of happy holidays. Meanwhile, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
There you go. Hey, folks, you've done it again, and we are so grateful that you've spent this hour with us here on our Christmas Spectacular here at the David Bowers Awards. Just to let you know that we are broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and we are available absolutely free on Blog Talk Radio. You'll find us on the Anchor FM app for iOS and Android platforms, also Apple Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, as well as SoundCloud, Mixcloud. And now you can also find us on the TuneIn Radio app and iRadio USA. Click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio and be sure to like The David Bowers on Facebook and Twitter. Please join us next week. Well, no, I guess join us in a couple of weeks when we are back live in early January for the David Bowers Awards. And you'll catch us Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ-FM, that's 106.3 on the FM radio dial, Rochester Free Radio, and on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC for more great indie music and talk with the folks that make it happen. So until then, for the David Bowers and Nick, our marvelously geeky engineer, and his wonderful bride, Aomi, I am yours truly, the legendary, lovable John Bon Jovial. Have a wonderful Christmas. Have a joyous Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and we'll see you next time right here on the David Bowers Awards.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year.